One shark is out. Dave has two offers on the table for his early education software platform, BrightWheel. However, things have become heated in the tank after Dave suggested sharks go in on an offer together.
You tell me, what do you think you need from the rest of the line here?
Are you serious? Are you really that clueless?
No, I'm...
Seriously, are you really that clueless?
I haven't heard you speak up, Mark.
I'm listening, right? Look,
I gave you a great offer, and I'm confident it'll hold up. So if somebody else wants to speak up right now, they should.
Chris, I'm taking the offer. I just want to know if we're going to team up with anyone.
Wait, you're taking the offer, so you're not even listening to anything else?
No, I'm saying I want in with Chris. Chris is going to add a ton of value. I want to know if anyone else wants to join the deal.
I've got two pending questions.
Yes.
What else do you need from somebody else? And is anybody here nominating themselves as bringing something to the table?
Let me
I haven't heard
First
anything
of all, I
yet.
don't need to nominate myself.
I'm listening.
Right, so I don't need to convince Chris of anything. I have no problem with Chris and the value he brings, the other companies he has, right? When he assigns his name to it, it holds a lot of street cred in his little part of the world. Once you get outside of that little bubble called Silicon Valley, it doesn't mean
as far as I know.
If you want to create a brand value so that somebody who's working in Texas, Pittsburgh, Maine, Florida, and wants to have an extra level of confidence to say, you know what, this was validated by somebody that we trust, somebody we know has a track record, your job gets easier.
But that doesn't seem like a problem, because you're in 50 states already.
Hang on. While the two ends of the tank are squabbling like chickens, I just want to point something out.
Yes.
The only shark that's ever had a multi-billion-dollar exit in your space is Mr. Wonderful.
Right.
This is my space.
Right.
I know exactly how to help you, and I think, frankly, I bring a lot to the table on that. I'm not going to fight with Chris about whether he should be alone or not. To get involved now, I have to compete with his deal. So I'm willing to match him because I have no choice. I like the deal. I really do.
Right.
The percentage isn't the issue, because it's shuffling deck chairs on the Titanic. Either you're going to make it or you're not.
Right.
Right? And so whether it's at 8.2 or 10 million, that's not the issue.
Right.
Are you considering making an offer?
Yeah, I like it. So, I mean, he's done most of the work. It's going to be those other schools on the margin, or being able to get to groups, or being able to create confidence. Because the application does the job.
It does, and it works great.
Right. So what creates the confidence that makes someone to say yes to a decision when maybe they don't understand it completely, maybe they're not in the wheelhouse of how you're getting deals currently?
That's the biggest hurdle we're trying to cross.
Dave, when you're asking these guys in, are you willing to give up more equity for more money? And that's what I'm trying to figure out, so they can either know how to position themselves.
I would consider it. We came in here with a concrete ask in terms of a budget. If it means getting more sharks and having more people at the table, then I would consider it.
I'll do it either way. I think partnering with Chris is smart, and obviously you see the value there, and I don't mind doing that. You may not think there's value, I'll leave that to him, or I'll leave it to you and say, I'll hit your number, $400K at the price that you ask.
At 4%.
At the 10 million value.
Yeah, because I have enough confidence that I add enough value that it will propel.
So you're willing to do the deal at $400,000 for 4%.
But I do, look, regardless of what he said about me, right, I see the value there because Silicon Valley is its own little world.
Yeah, like Uber operates in its own little world, and Twitter operates in its own little world, and Instagram operates in its own little world. I've never been outside of San Francisco, I'm sorry.